Hey everyone, welcome back to Trash Talk with John and Dina, the show where we talk about the quirky trash characters and moments in pop culture. On this episode, John and I are going to talk about who we think are the smartest people in the past month. By smart, I don't know.
Yeah, we have a lot to get through, so we're going to get started. We have a very interesting list for you guys. So first up, Dina, you have a little information for us.
Okay, so I know I talked about this on our roundtable discussion, but I needed to talk about it again because when we're talking about smart, dumb people, we have to include Kylie Jenner because she's just the dumbest of the smart.
Yeah, she really makes it work for not really having much to work with. So recently...
she did have her Rise and Shine viral pop moment that was turned into the Trap remix, and then... the way that she capitalized on that, just absolutely genius marketing.
Yeah, sometimes I think with like a meme on the internet, once you like start selling sweatshirts with the Rise and Shine phrase on it for like $60, it kind of dies, like takes away from it. But it did sell out, so people are buying into it, which is interesting.
They really bought into it. I'm sure but she also apparently, I don't know, I guess she denied this on Twitter. She said, or people were saying that she sent out cease and desist orders to like another family business that had been using the Rise and Shine slogan for like years before, but she said that that she never did that. So I don't know, I believe Kylie because that's my girl.
I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I feel like she doesn't need to do that because she already is like a billionaire.
Yes,
so
but that's how she keeps her
money. That's
how
she keeps her money. I don't know, that's insider Kardashian knowledge.
Well, I mean, just their clan is just always Kanye with his new album.
His new album, Jesus is King. It was finally released on October 25th after a month. Later, after it was supposed to originally be released, it was supposed to be released on September 27th, but he delayed it and delayed it and delayed it. Not the best album in my opinion. Here's one of the lyrics from it. One of the songs is called Closed on Sunday. Closed on Sunday, you my Chick-fil-A.
Poetry.
That's critically acclaimed music right there. And he still managed to go number one on the Billboard 200 albums chart.
I think, speaking of going number one, let's talk about Mariah.
Yes, the Christmas Queen is back. She started the
is.
holiday season immediately after Christmas ended. 11:59 on
Halloween ended.
Oh, Christmas. What am I saying? I'm already ahead of myself. Immediately after Halloween ended, she posted a video on Instagram of her in bed waking up at 12:01 November 1st. She was ready for Christmas. All I Want for Christmas started playing, and Santa Claus called her up on her phone. So, she's already trying to cash in on the Christmas coin.
She always comes out of the woodwork when it's Christmas time.
Yeah, and I think it's because she's had a rough couple of years. She had that kind of messy New Year's Eve performance.
I think she owned it.
Yeah,
that is pure diva moment.
And they asked her to come back the next year and fix it up,
because she's still Mariah Carey.
Yeah, exactly.
She's still gonna be the queen forever. Yeah. You know what? The funniest thing I've ever heard about her. Apparently this isn't true, but I like to believe it is that she gives her boyfriend $25,000 a month to buy her gifts.
I would believe that.
I think that's so fun. I don't know. I feel like she really just kills it.
She's self-made. She's a
queen. Yeah. She really is.
And apparently since the release of All I Want for Christmas Is You, she's made over $60 million just off of that song. So that would make sense that she's giving her boyfriend a little allowance. No, $60 million since it was released.
Oh, okay.
Just off of that song though.
Oh, wow.
So she has...
That's not even... Is that her most popular song?
Well, she actually has the most number one singles for a female musician. Yes. So she's cashing in, I think.
I really like her. I mean, she's just I think she just has bad bitch energy.
Yeah, exactly.
I like her vibes.
Yeah.
We'll vibe check her. We did, I guess.
Yeah. So if you guys are just listening in, this is Trash Talk with John and Dina, and we are talking about funny things that have been happening on the internet in the last month. So if we're talking about the internet in the last month, we have to mention Kids Bop Karen. So Kids Bop Karen, was a viral meme after a road rage incident where this woman and her kids, there was a little altercation. She got cut off by an Uber driver, and she decided to hop out of the road in the middle of New York City, called the woman in the backseat of the Uber a bitch-ass hoe. And once the lady was like, why are you calling me a bitch-ass hoe? You're a mother with children. She said, my children can't hear you because they're in the back listening to Kids Bop. So Kids Bop was trending on Twitter that day, and the video was being sent around. Kids Bop making a comeback maybe after this little incident?
First of all, let's talk about her smart decision to like get out of her car in the middle of the road and like scold this Uber driver and the lady that was being like.
Yeah, and her kids are just like sitting there like, I guess, I don't know what was on with their Kids Bop, but they're just sitting there watching this all go down, and now their mom's a viral sensation, and they're probably seeing her on TikTok or something like that.
No, that video was so funny. She's just like sticking her tongue out at those people and like, I don't know. I mean, you know what? I kind of like her for sticking up for herself and.
Yeah, and especially going to school in New York, like, somebody would do something crazy like that.
Oh, for sure. I've been running.
Like, abandon their kids in the middle of the street just to, like, yell at this random person. Yeah, so Kids Bop was trending on Twitter, and I checked out their Spotify, and they actually have 1.5 million monthly listeners. Wow. So that's a good amount for Kids Bop, and their most listened to song is Shake It Off by Taylor Swift, which makes sense because kids are obsessed with that song. That's, like...
Or Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. I feel like the kids listen to "Shake It Off" the most, and "Don't Stop the Feeling" by Justin Timberlake. They love, it's clean. They love to dance to it. Oh. I think it's like Trolls movie type of vibes, so they love that.
I feel like the popularity of Kids Bop, like it's gonna go up because of this lady.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like she really just nailed the whole thing. If I went viral on Twitter and Instagram, I'd want it to be for something like that, to be honest.
Yeah. So moving into our next topic. So with the 2020 Democratic primaries starting up, there's been a lot of talk online about like the different policies and people that are talking about like restructuring our economy and things like that. And a lot of celebrities and other rich people have been responding to it. First up, we had Bill Clinton, who... It kind of was, Bill Gates. I'm sorry, I'm getting my rich bills mixed up. But Bill Gates was on Twitter actually, and he was saying how Elizabeth Warren was talking about her tax plan, about how she wants to make a new tax for the ultra wealthy, and he was saying how he would be fine with paying $20 billion, but not $100 billion, because he doesn't think he'll have a lot left over. Well, it turns out Twitter did a little bit of research, and he would actually have $6 billion left over. So I don't know if he'll be able to live off that.
It's rich people math.
Yeah, he might have to sell like 3 vacation homes. But
I mean, speaking of rich people math, let's talk about Chrissy Teigen and her tweet. So she tweeted online about how her mother treats AirPods as if they were disposable. Yeah. And do you want to read the tweet? Yeah. So she said that her mom is always losing her AirPods. They're just disposable. She treats them like they're disposable. She kind of wishes they had a cord. She thinks that would be a lot easier for her. Chrissy, they do have cords. They come with your iPhone. So, and Twitter was just outraged by this. So, I don't know. Should rich people stay off Twitter? No,
maybe for a little while?
Chrissy, you do your thing. I like hearing about the life of the rich. It makes me laugh.
It makes me depressed.
I mean, I would like to be one of them, so hopefully one day.
Yeah, wouldn't we all? Yeah. All right. Well, that was our little recap of the things that have been going on the internet in the last month. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure you tune in next week when we talk about more dumb celebrity tweets, because there are a lot of them, and I'm sure there are going to be a lot more in the future. So I'm John.
And I'm Dina.
And we will see you all next week. Thanks for listening.